Well, howdy, folks. It's your good friend Hillbilly Scribbs here with you for another one of these here episodes of Hillbilly Scribbs' truly bizarre world. Still exclusively here on the Feeding the Monster podcast feeds, YouTube's channel. Now, as y'all can probably tell, I ain't in my normal studio. That's right. I snuck out of the conspiracy theory bunker for a bit, and I am on the road. So, today's show is from location. Pretty fancy, huh? And as you can probably tell by gandering at my surroundings, this ain't gonna be just any show. We are smack dab in the middle of woolly booger country. Now, as we know from previous episodes, we've discussed that woolly boogers are all over the place. You know, they use these special portals to another realm, and then they're able to jump back from that other realm to different places here on planet Earth. And that's why you get reportings of sightings of these critters all over the place. Now, some of these woolly boogers will find a spot that they really like and they will make it their home. And that's why you end up with a little bit of variation in different types of woolly boogers. Well, Arizona is no different than everywhere else. They've got their own woolly booger. Now, Arizona's woolly booger goes by the name of the Mogollon Monster. And he can be found all along what's called the Mogollon Ridge that goes through the state. And, that's what he calls his home. And, as I said, he's super duper aggressive. He is not one to be trifled with or messed with. So be on your lookout if you're in Arizona. Now, one of the places that actually has gotten a lot of reportings of this cat is none other than the Grand Canyon. Grand Canyon right there. This feller, there are reports of him that go way back. Far, way back. And a lot of the reports come from local legends, from Native Americans. Many reports tell the story. Well, I say reports. They're more like, oral histories that are passed down, right? So many of those tell the story of this feller, this white man, who I guess he got into relations with a Native American lady, and things just did not turn out so well. He ended up murdering her, and he was very severely punished, rightly so. And what they done to this dude is they strung him up from a tree. They tied up his hands and hung him by his hands, and then they tied up his feet and stretched him out to about 8 to 10 feet tall. Then they went and skinned this dude, and that pretty much did him in and killed him. Now, it's said that his spirit still roams the area, and that is what people are seeing when they think they're seeing the Mogollon Monster. All right, folks, there's something I wanted to show you. I'm going to kind of get off the trail here for a second. I seen this as I was walking by. And, you got to, when you're out in woolly booger country, you got to be very observant, and you got to be very mindful of your surroundings and what's going on. And that's the only way you're going to see them before they see you. And that's how you want it to happen. You want to see them before they see you, especially the aggressive ones like the ones around here. Now, I want y'all to look up here. See if you're able to see this. Can you see that? Can you see how that limb there is bent? That ain't natural the way it's bent down. Y'all probably were able to see that. I hope. I can see it pretty good from right here. Here, I'll give you another peek. You see it up there? Yeah, you see how it's bent down at an unnatural angle? Like something reached up there and grabbed it and pulled it? That's one of the signs you got to look for. And they're out here. The signs are out here. You just got to keep an eye out for them. Now, I ain't seen no footprints or or loose hairs or any scat, but I have been looking and I have been smelling. All right, folks, here's something else I wanted to point out to y'all. I just happened to see it as we're walking by. Now, you see how the bark on that tree looks like it's kind of been scratched off? And on this one too. Now, some people will say that that is from fires, but the truth is, this is what it looks like when the woolly boogers sharpen their toenails on the local fauna. And they actually do this so that they have razor sharp toenails. And they actually use their feet, their big feet, to fight and kick at one another when they're to see who's going to be the alpha. They have a kicking contest, and then also the male woolly boogers' toenails are often displayed proudly as part of their mating rituals. So this is key. This is great evidence right here that we are in the right spot. Well, folks, one of the first encounters that was documented of a run-in with one of these here Arizona woolly boogers took place in 1903. And this report comes from the Arizona Republic newspaper. And according to a feller named I.W. Stevens, he was out on a hunting trip pretty close to where I am right now. And while he was out hunting, he come upon one of these critters. And the critter he come upon was in the process of having dinner. And for dinner, he was having two cougars that he had torn in half, and he was, enjoying when Mr. Stevens came upon him. Mr. Stevens reports that this critter let out the most hellacious screech you have ever heard. Something, that would make your all your hairs turn white if you heard it. And after the screech, this thing leapt up and grabbed a club-like object and went after Mr. Stevens, tried to take him out. Fortunately, Mr. Stevens was able to escape unscathed, but that's a pretty scary tale. So you can tell why I may feel a little jumpy right now being in the same spot that happened. Okay, folks, I found something else that I think is very important, and I think you'll be able to see this one just a little bit better. So I was looking here, and I don't know if y'all can see, there is a small tree right here. See it? It goes right down there. And there's another tree right over there. Look at this. Look at that log. Y'all see that dead log? Now, I ain't going to get down on the ground next to it to show y'all like how big it is, but it's way bigger than I am. And when you look at it, you see how it is laying so that it is almost touching both of those trees I pointed out. I don't think that would have happened naturally. I'm pretty sure something put it there. And when I say something, I think we know who I'm talking about. Now, according to reports, the Mogollon Monster can at first be identified by his smell. So if you're coming up upon one of these critters, that's the first thing you're going to notice is his smell. And from what's been reported by witnesses is this feller smells like if you took some dead fish and a skunk and a snapping turtle and just some really bad BO and mixed it all up. That's the first thing you're going to smell. So it ain't no eternity from that there Calvin Klein. Now, the next thing you're going to notice if you're coming up on one of these critters is it's got a very distinct yell or scream. Now, it's often been reported that this guy sounds like a really angry, upset, screaming woman. I think I used to be married to one of those, but I didn't realize it was a woolly booger. But anyway, that's the other thing that you'll notice if you're coming upon one of these critters. Now, the other thing that's been reported is these jokers are anywhere from about 8 feet to 10 feet tall, and they're covered in reddish, brownish, blackish hair. Now, one of the freakiest things about these critters is they don't have hair everywhere on their body. No, they don't. They actually don't have hair on their feet and hands, on their face, or on their chest. It is believed that they use natural waxes from beehives and from their ears, and they're actually able to make fire and melt that wax down, and they actually wax themselves. This is what all the scientific research has been pointing at for some time, and it's only been recently that more and more of the scientific community have jumped on board and have been supportive of this woolly booger waxing theory. But I'm here to tell you it's true. But that's kind of what you're looking for with these things. So definitely be on the lookout if you are in Arizona. Watch out for these critters. They are everywhere, and they will get you. So be careful. All right, folks. Now this one, I wanted to turn the camera around so y'all can really, really see it. Now, do you see those white dead timbers up ahead? This, I think, is a real life tree structure. Oh wait, speaking of which, look at that. Look at that. Do you see this? You see this? See how it's just sitting in all those other twigs? I don't think it could do that by itself. I think something put it there. But look at this tree structure here. See the dead white trees? If you look at them, they almost make like an X out. Do y'all see the X shape there? Yeah, that's like one of the woolly booger's calling cards. It likes to leave X shapes wherever it goes. Let's see, I think you see it better from over here. But it likes to leave the X shape wherever it goes because it's short for X-rated, because these things are perverts. Now, if you've got a story or a topic idea for the truly bizarre world, the best thing to do is to download the Anchor app onto your mobile device. And you can go on there and look up the Feeding the Monster podcast feed and leave us a voice message. And, it's just like making a phone call and leaving a message, except for you only got a minute to do it. And you know what? That's actually a good thing, because it keeps the super secret government agencies from tracking your calls. That's right. And you can also leave questions, comments, and topic ideas for future shows right down there in the comment section as well. And, who knows? You might be part of a future truly bizarre world. And also make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and click that little bell ding-dong icon thingy so you'll get an alert when we got new content coming out. Other than that, just make sure you check out all of our stuff over on the Feed the Monster podcast feed, which you can find wherever fine podcasts are served. And until next time, you folks know what to do. Y'all keep it real, y'all keep it weird, and y'all keep it glorious. You see how that stump is shaped like an X? Friggin' perverts.